Nick Estes here, and today I want to show you how to estimate repair costs when you're either making an offer to flip a house or to wholesale it. All right, how do you estimate repair costs, right? When you're starting off, I know this is a big issue. You probably don't have much of a clue really how to accurately determine the cost it's going to take to repair a house when you're, if you're either looking to flipping a house or to wholesale it. When you're making offers, you do have to have some kind of an idea of what these costs are going to be. Now, if you are going to flip this house, I highly recommend that the formula that I'm about to give you, you use this just to make offers, okay? When you actually get a house under contract and during your inspection period, that's when you definitely either want to get a home inspector out there, or even better, in conjunction to that, make sure you get your contractor or 2 to 3 contractors out there to give you accurate estimates on the work that you want done, okay? Then you can use those estimates to kind of judge on these different tiers and the pricing that I'm going to give you this estimation formula. So this estimate is just kind of, made when you're making offers, either to wholesale or to flip. Because as you know, the market is competitive, and when you're making cash offers, you have to be fast on this stuff. Usually you don't have time to get a contractor out there, right? People want to close quickly, but use that inspection period to get people out there and get accurate estimates on the cost. So you don't want to ever run into an issue where you go way over budget and you end up losing money, okay? So use this formula when you're making offers. It's worked for me in my market. You might need to tweak it slightly depending on where you live. I'm in the Northeast, so these costs might be a little bit high. But keep in mind, I on purpose, I made this formula a little high because I'd much rather be high than low, okay? So I'm always conservative on these numbers. You don't want to get in a situation, once again, where you're way over and, and the deal falls apart because you're way off in your numbers. So always be conservative. So these might be a little bit high, but they've always worked for me. Just double check it in your local market when you're actually going out there meeting with contractors with your estimates. Okay, so let's kind of jump into it right now a little bit. I have this broken down into 3 tiers, okay? So make it very simple. It's just a per square foot basis, okay? I'll explain as I go. So tier 1, so if this is a house that needs minimal cosmetic work, all right? So very simple. These are houses that are pretty much ready to go. People living there, they don't need much work, but they could use some updating in order to get top dollar for this price to get your, your end person in there. So this is stuff like, paint, repainting the house, putting in some flooring, minor landscaping, maybe changing out some light fixtures, and just a really good cleaning on the house, right? Maybe some power washing, stuff like that. So it's all very easy cosmetic repair stuff. And for that, for just a good freshen up, I'd like to estimate about $15 per square foot. Now, like I said, this could be a little bit high, but I want to be conservative. Okay, so on a 1,000 square foot basic starter house, figure in about $15,000, okay? Now, tier 2. Now, so tier 2 is you're going to include every single thing in tier 1, okay? But includes updating the kitchen and the bathroom, okay? So now this isn't like a high-end, crazy thing. This is your basic, builder grade, put a new kitchen, bathroom in there, really freshen up, update it. As you know, kitchen and bathroom sell houses, so when you're flipping a house, those are the 2 most common thing you want to update, okay? Now for this, I like to estimate $25 per square foot. Same thing, 1,000 square foot house, you're gonna be about $25,000. This includes a good freshening up and a new kitchen and bathroom, okay? Very, very simple. And my tier 3, okay, includes both 1 and 2, so a good freshen up, updating the kitchen and bathrooms, plus it includes 1 or 2 big ticket items. Now, these big ticket items for me are anything that are outside that scope of either 1 and 2. So this includes maybe putting a new roof on, right? Or updating the heating system. It has foundation problems or structural problems, okay? So you may run into this quite often. Now for that, I like to estimate $35 per square foot, okay? So that'd be about $35,000 on a 1,000 square foot house. Now what happens if there's more than 2 big ticket items, or it falls into tier 2 where it just needs good cleaning up and a kitchen and bathroom, but maybe it only has 1 big ticket item, right? Maybe it only needs a new roof and that's it. So for each big ticket item, I like to figure in at least $5,000, okay? So let's say that, for instance, you run across a house, it's a tier 3, you want a cosmetic upgrade, new kitchen and bath, and it has, let's say it has 3 big ticket items it needs. It needs a roof, a heating system, and it needs maybe electrical updating or a foundation problem or something, right? So you're gonna be doing $35,000, so 1,000 times $35 a square foot, plus an additional $5,000, right? So this house estimated around $40,000. So each additional big ticket item, I like to figure in as $5,000, okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. So let me just run down through this one more time for you. Tier 1, just a basic freshen up cosmetic upgrades, $15 a square foot, okay? Tier 2, a good cosmetic upgrade and new kitchen and bath, $25 a square foot. Tier 3, cosmetic upgrade, kitchen and bath, and 2 big ticket items, $35 a square foot. Now this is the formula that I have been using just to get my estimated repair cost. Once again, this is estimated when you're making an offer, okay? If you're actually going out and flipping a house, you wanna make sure you have exact estimates from your contractor, but this is perfect for making offers, and it's great for when you're wholesaling because you have to figure this in and when you come up with your maximum offer on these houses, okay? Like I said, this is a good starting point. So hopefully this really helps you. Once again, also one other thing before I forget, if you are going out and you're actually gonna be flipping these houses, whatever your contractor gives you, always figure in a little bit more. I always figure in at least a 5 or 10% contingency in there for any unknowns or overages, okay? It's very, very important. So always figure that in as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and you came up with a good formula that you can use in your business. If you found this helpful, please leave me a comment on this and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Nick Estes to see what I'm doing on a daily basis and kind of see inside my business. And if you want to get more information, I have a private Facebook group where I'm dropping a ton of knowledge and a lot of people in there giving good content. It's Mastering Wholesaling and House Flipping with Nick Estes, and I hope to see you there.